I want to understand your passion around psilocybin. If you're willing to share some thoughts on that.
I mean, I guess I have to since you just said it.
Well, no, we could.
You can't just say psilocybin and then leave it.
Well, we could. You could say, I refuse.
No,
Pass.
no, of course.
Hard pass.
Look, I'm a big fan of psilocybin and psychedelics, and also just there's so much that's been going on around this in terms of research. There's a lot of new literature out. If you know who Paul Stamets is, right? I mean,
I bought all his books.
yeah,
I saw the Fungi.
Pollan.
Bought all his books.
Oh yeah, the magical fungi
Yes.
on Netflix,
Yes.
and
Can't get enough of
Micheal
it.
Pollan, right?
What a guy.
This guy is like the nerdiest author
Totally.
and How to Change Your Mind.
Micheal Pollan is
A seminal
genius.
work, I think, in
Yeah.
terms of what it's going to mean for people changing their attitudes and being more open to the idea
Yeah.
that there may be other ways. I have friends in the medical profession, doctors, RNs, anesthesiologists, people that study things like Parkinson's and whatnot. These people very much want to see
Yeah.
more psychedelic
Yes.
research. And in addition, they want to start practicing with it today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people want to heal. They don't want to wait. Yeah.
Correct. And, you know, when the former governor of Texas and, former energy secretary, Rick Perry, right, goes to the Texas Capitol, I think it was 2 years ago, and he's standing on the steps of the Texas Capitol flanked by Navy SEALs and saying, we need to know how to make this, we need to create access
Sure.
for our veterans, to know that there are former two-star admirals from the Navy that ran SOCOM for the Navy SEALs, right?
Sure.
Has a retreat in Virginia where he's helping treat himself guys that served
Sure.
as SEALs
I
under
love
his
that.
command
Oh my
that
gosh.
need this, right? So if it's something that we're willing to say that at that level, right, all the way down to the person who for 20 years has suffered with depression,
Absolutely
they
everything.
can't
It's magical.
ever get what they need. They have to
That's right.
constantly being re-prescribed these
Numbed out with
drugs,
medications. Yeah.
right? So psilocybin, just like cannabis, is not a panacea, right? But as an alternative, as an option, it can definitely help either, if not cure, it certainly can help people manage it
That's right.
and do it in a way where they're not having to take 3 pills a day.
Gosh,
So
that.
Nevada, I think, it makes sense that as a state we look at this.
Let's
Oregon,
go.
Washington,
Let's go.
a few other states are doing it.
Yeah.
And I will say that I am currently in conversations with some legislators here in Nevada who were interested, who brought this to me as well.
Okay.
It wasn't like I said, hey, they said, no, absolutely, we want to do this.
Sure.
What does it look like?
Okay.
And so I think this year we're going to do a little, take a couple field trips, continuing to do our research and come up with a program that will work for Nevada. That's the hope. We'll see.
Okay.
And yeah, it kind of makes sense that I'd be the guy working on that. You
Of
know,
course.
I managed the legalization campaign. I worked on this legislation for cannabis lounges, and of course psychedelics.
You're the,
right?
Well, that's like once we get cannabis set, we got to keep moving because there's
Exactly.
more.
Well,
right?
look, there's a lot of work we still have to do on
That's right.
cannabis.
Of course.
But it doesn't mean we can't also put our efforts towards other plant medicines.
Yeah. You can't be behind the game because like it's happening.
Well, and quite frankly, the public's always ahead of where our lawmakers are. And now that the public is way out on this, right?
It's way out.
Way out.
There's out and there's way out. Then that's where we are. Yes. Yes.
So I think that
Okay.
we are going to see something happen next session.
Nice.
And I'll probably be working on that.
I knew that. I'm kind of bummed we're out of town. Out of town. My God.
We're still here.
Did I not have the coffee? Did I have too much of the coffee? I am a little bummed that we're out of time. I usually ask this final question. I have a Mount Cushmore that we are establishing, you know, Mount Rushmore, but it's Cushmore. And I'd like to put you on my Mount Cushmore because of all your work in the state of Nevada and beyond. But I would like to know who would be on your Mount Cushmore. And feel free to include me. I'm just saying. You like that?
You know, it's interesting. There are obviously a couple of representatives, elected officials in the state, Tick Bloom, Steve Yeager.
I love that.
Have done a lot of work on
Us
this.
too.
I think that Aisha Goines, you know, the work that she's doing on equity and inclusion,
Yep.
trying to right some wrongs. Joe Bresney Joe Bresney was our campaign spokesperson.
Okay.
He started his efforts to work. He worked on the actual signature process for the campaign that we ultimately passed.
Okay.
But it all started with him getting busted by Secret Service when he was the advance guy for Mitt Romney in the 2012 election
Wow.
cycle.
Fun
Right?
story.
Like there are people that have lived these experiences.
Yes.
And I think that they are changing things. I have to give mad props to Tina Ullman and
Of
Danny
course. Let's put them on the Mount
Baranowski.
Cushmore.
And you know why? Because those two women, as volunteers, created an
Yeah.
organization that are doing some amazing things to bring everyone together.
Yeah.
And I love the work that they're
They're
doing.
amazing. I love them both.
And there's one
Yeah.
other person, and I'm going to give her props because I've known her and her husband for a long time, and that's Lake Martin, who runs the Nevada
I
Cannabis
love Lake.
Association.
Yes.
Those who don't know Lake are going to know her.
Yeah. She's coming on the show, so like the world's gonna know her real soon.
And they need to,
They do.
because the work
She's
that
very
I know
special.
that she's going to do
Mhm.
with this industry, moving the industry
Yeah.
where it needs to
That's right.
go, is super important.
Yeah.
There's probably a few more, but I mean, I just think of in Nevada,
I love
those are
that.
the people that I owe a lot to
Mm-hmm.
and give credit to. And if I left someone else off,
Mm.
I'm sorry, but those are the ones front of mind.
Scott, if people want to be in touch with you, do you have some place that they can reach you?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Scot
Are you
Rutledge.
the last one on Twitter, Scott? I
You know-
lost my password on Twitter. Are you
know,
on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram at Scot Rutledge.
Okay.
Just look for the
One T.
the one T with the profile with all the dog photos.
Love it. Got
I'm
it.
not on Facebook. I deleted that 4 years ago.
Okay. Winning.
I don't know how long I'll be on Instagram. That might go away. I'm on LinkedIn at
Okay.
Scott-Rutledge, I think.
Okay.
You can cash at me at, no, I'm kidding.
Ah, hey, no one's ever said that. You're so funny. I didn't know we had a comic on here.
You know what? If you have show notes or anything where this lives, I'll get you my email address
Okay.
too and phone number.
We
But
got show notes. I love that.
you can also become a member of the Chamber of Cannabis and attend one of their awesome monthly meetings. I'm almost always in attendance. And
That's
I'm
right.
always happy to pull up a stool
I've
and
missed
have
the
a
last
conversation.
3.
I didn't go to the last one. I
Oh, I
was
don't feel
mending
bad.
some bruised ribs and
Oh,
took a little spill running on the trails. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
not fun.
better
But
shoes.
cannabis helped. I literally rubbed some marijuana on it for the last
I
3
love
weeks.
that. Of course you did.
Um,
I think you were
and-
smoking while you ran. Maybe that's how you. Hey, I'm kidding. I have so enjoyed getting to. Will you come back?
I will, absolutely.
We can just make the whole next one super fun.
Yeah, you know what? What we should do is figure out how to do one of these either on location in
Uh-huh.
a lounge,
Yes.
or we'll just come back and talk about them after they've been open.
Yes.
And certainly we can talk about psilocybin in the future when we have
Yes.
something.
Can we have a
afoot.
smoke sesh? Can you and I? Can we do that?
I could do that.
All right.
I could do that.
You'll bring the smokes back for me.
I can
I
bring
know
them.
Okay, good. Good, good, good. No, but you said you haven't been smoking, just maybe doing some cam, but I'd like to full
No,
on.
it's like funny. The last time I remember sitting down socially and smoking was probably like a year ago.
Oh, we got to bring that back
you know.
around.
But I like to vape, and like I said,
Okay,
I like my edibles and I like my beverages.
There it is.
So
There
you
it
know.
is. There it is. Multi-cannabis. Man. Okay. So we know where to reach you. We know what you're all about. Thank you so much. Actually, thank you for just your insight, your great energy, and for all the work that you're doing on behalf of this
Thank you,
magical
Gia.
planet. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. This is an awesome
Of course.
show.
Thank you. Thank you. For listeners, thank you. Please come back. Download us on Spotify. Find me on Instagram, gia.kubik. And dear friends, as I always like to say, welcome to the future of cannabis. My name is Gia. I'll be your tour guide.